Hi guys, but Ayo Adebanjo has come out to say it loud and clear that it is not yet over until the judiciary gave the final judgment concerning 2023 presidential election. Guys, watch this video and you will hear many more things he said. And don't forget to share your thought with us.
I want to move the discussion away from Afenifere just for a quick moment. You have said multiple times who it is that you support in the presidential elections and how dire the situation was for the nation. As we see, the cards have played out and President-elect Bola Tinubu is soon to take office. What could this incoming APC government and President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what could he do in order to get your approval?
I will be 95 years old on the 10th of April in a few days' time. I am not doing this politics to be in office or to get anything. All those who are fighting for offices now, if you go be win, they get this. That is not mine. What I'm fighting for is what we fought, what we want Nigeria to be at independence with the founding fathers. That's what I'm fighting for. I'm not fighting for convenience. We say we are having an election. The Constitution says this one must be done. And the Constitution says if you are not satisfied, go to the tribunal. That's what we are following. So those of you are already accepting that because one stage of the election has been performed, therefore come and rally around. I don't take platform for convenience. I am one politician in Nigeria. I have no rival. And I tell you, make a research. If there's any Nigerian living today who has been in one party for over 70 years, let him come out. These are how people are just changing party when it's convenient because he has won a temporary victory. You now say, what will you do for him? No. As far as I'm concerned, he has not won until fought the battle to the end at the Supreme Court. Them can discuss. We are saying the way he got there is faulty. It's fraudulent. We are not discussing that. You want to say, well, so in other words, you are now telling me that each time we want to do an election now, let us come out with all the brutality you can do. Whoever wins will be accepted. So everybody will now be accepted. Come around. I am sorry and I'm ashamed of some of the so-called intelligentsia who are doing politics now, who are saying that he has now won. But those of us who have gone to court don't believe that he has won. We are disputing his election. And if you are talking about what to do, if he has won a free, fair, and credible election, that is the time to talk of what do we do to come together. The way of his coming to office is questionable. It's condemnable all over the world. And you want us to acquiesce to that now because he has stolen my property. He has gone away with it. I am chasing him to get it. He said, before you get it, just tell him that what do you give that on the property? No. It applies to people of this country. You are looking focused. You are losing morality. You are looking principle. You are not addressing the issue. And only you pressmen who talk of no violence. No. We are not preaching violence. And if you obey, who has gone to court, he said, no, I don't question your anointing me. I am questioning the process. Let us address that. If the process is fair, is it according to the Constitution? Is it according to the electoral law? Is there no violence? Those are the issues. What are the issues that both local and foreign advisors are complaining about that? The election is not the standard that is expected. So this system that has been condemned by all reasonable people in the whole world, you want us to acquiesce to it, and so you carry on, forget the past. I don't belong to that school of thought. I don't believe he has won the election acceptable for me to be able to cooperate or to do any suggestion. I am still disputing the method of his nomination, of his announcement as the president. When I pursued all the constitutional means to question that appointment, and they confirmed that he is, then I can talk of any reconciliation or something.
All right, thank you very much for that.
It is that issue that the people should address. I don't belong to the Yoruba. Say, oh, it's a Yoruba man. No, now that he's here gone. No. This is not a Yoruba issue.
Now, the Department of State Security Services, that's the DSS, they've confirmed that indeed there is a plot to set aside the constitution and install an interim government by what they termed misguided political actors. Can you speak to that, sir?
Thank you very much. And I want to speak through you to the police and to the authorities in this country, including Buhari. The DSS in particular, does he believe anybody trusts them? I don't. And you should do it in view of the evidence. Are they in existence to tell us that danger is coming? Or they are in existence to inform the police to say danger is coming and the police to go and take action? What are we making us in this country? What is the DSS taking us for? If they are not ashamed of themselves, I am very ashamed of them. They should take us as tomfoolery. Yes, a DSS telling us danger is coming. When your duty is to go gather the information of danger, inform the police, for the police to arrest the people. Not proaction, to prevent any damage to the country. That's why you are a secret police. What I don't know, what you don't know, that's what we employ you for. To say it and take action through the police. Not to another danger is coming. No, what do you want us to do? To raise the tempo? I am ashamed. One, that's the aspect of it. And I suspect the announcement is suspect. They have an agenda they have not told us. My view, it is an attempt to arrest leaders of the opposition if they are trying to do protest, which is constitutional. And they say, oh yes, because they want to do this. If anybody want to do anything anti-government, and you have the facts, produce the evidence and go to charge them to court. No matter how such is God. That is what you exist for. You don't exist to tell us that danger is coming. You exist to tell those who are responsible to prevent the danger to take action. Not for you to raise to create terror in the country, telling us that danger is coming when that's what we are supposed to prevent. And therefore, and again, Temitope, is it our who has that question?
Yes.
How far has this DSS been acting on information? The information they gave them, how far they acted on it? The one that Comrade Nana told us that those who are behind Boko Haram, that was since 2017. It was a super DSS Department of the Military, Commander Laoni. It is one of your program or channel. He said Buhari set up a private DSS inquiry to find out who are those behind Boko Haram. I have said it on the program before. And they gave them the list. Their own DSS, they gave the list to Buhari. And he said about the list, our present ministers in his cabinet, our present governors in the government. He has said this several times. I have repeated several times. Have they arrested anybody? Besides, the Attorney General told us openly that they have a list of 200 names who are behind Boko Haram. Have you heard them since then? This is the DSA talking now, want to raise an alarm. So they exist to be raising an alarm and then putting us in fear. I'm ashamed. They should go for further training to know what to do about it.
Well,
they are not credible.
Chief,
and they are put to very inefficient.
Right. Allow me to interrupt you just for the sake of time, sir. Sorry, we just have a little bit more time. And
what about those who demonstrated violence and all that during the election?
Right, Chief, right.
The man in Lagos, have they arrested them?
Chief Adebanjo.
There comes some people want to do this. So.
I'm wondering if you can hear me. I apologize for cutting you off. We only have a certain amount of time, and we have quite a few things to pick your brain about. And you were speaking about the opposition parties, the Labour Party and the PDP. Now they are they've taken the electoral cycle to court. What are your expectations, and how do you assess the grounds that they both have taken to court with their individual cases? Is it strong enough in your opinion? And how difficult do you think it would be to prove their own sides within this current judiciary?
Thank you very much. That is what the Constitution says. That is what we are doing. Until we see the end, I believe in the judiciary. Although the judiciary should know what the public thinks about them. But I'm a legal practitioner. If I don't believe in the judiciary, then that's my means of living. I believe in them. But I know it is the duty of the judiciary to justify the confidence that the people have in them. If what the people are saying about them is equal, I won't be part of that until I have although there are instances to create doubt. But I won't join them because people see the law according to what the evidence before them. My belief is what Obi is doing. He believes he won the election and he said, I will prove it. Where do you prove it? At the tribunal. So that's where we are going. And I will say, let them both the tribunal and the Supreme Court to make it public hearing, televise it, and let us see all the evidence before. Put the evidence before the public opinion. Wherever they decide that, we will know. So, in the meantime, the destiny, the future of the country, the stability of the country is in the hands of the judiciary. They will either break the country or consolidate it. Our hope is in them according to the Constitution. And we have our hope in them. Those who are having their doubt, I want them to prove them, I want you to prove them wrong. And Obi and we have confidence in them until we get to the end of the Supreme Court. We don't believe there is a legitimate president, which is, the Constitution allows that if you are not satisfied with the election, go to the. And that's what they tell us. Why are they now afraid that we are going to court? We say they don't do the thing right. They say we don't go through the electoral law and all that. It is the court that we are going to prove that. So there is no quarrel. If the authority will do their job, if the DSS and the police will not be a collusion to the disharmony in the country, if they do their job, there will be no problem.
All right,
you
sir.
You cannot have peace without justice.
Chief Adebanjo, I'd like us to talk about another issue, which is how divisive and tense We are free to ask any question. Thank you, sir. I'd like to talk about how divisive and tense the 2023 general election was. You've already made it clear, that is, Afenifere has already made it clear that Yorubas are not at war with the Igbos. But we know that a number of prominent Nigerians made very inflammatory comments. They've not been arrested, they've not been prosecuted. We don't know if there are any plans, to do that. But I'd like to know, how can we curb divide and rule politics going forward? How can we be nationalistic in thinking instead of tribalistic?
I have got your answer and the question. The answer is at your door. That is what I was telling the DSS. Prominent Yorubas who are making inflammatory statements, arrest them, prosecute them. That's what we are saying. If you are not in collusion, that's what I'm still repeating it. That's what I was trying to develop when you said you are another question. Thank you very much. That's the only way to stop it. When you see a crime being committed and you don't punish it, it encourages anybody to do the same thing. The question of police imprisonment or a fine is to serve as a deterrent. But you have people who have committed obvious crime in the presence of the police. Look at the DSS now talking. Are they not president? Are they not president and the police when they are carrying out the ballot boxes in the federal election and the governorship election? These are the people that want to talk for people to say they are doing their job. Let them do their job honestly, without fear or favor. We have peace. That's the only way to keep the country together. If you are talking of the peace and all that, and you turn the blind eye when somebody is doing something anti-unity of the country, they are not serious. So the solution is that let the authorities go after those who are doing anti-Nigerian unity. If you deter others, any Yoruba prominent man doing that, arrest him. If Ayo Adebanjo does it, put him in jail in spite of his age. And if Oluwabo does it, to try him. Don't turn a blind eye. That's the question. The moment that is done, there will be peace. And then Yayam said this, Yayam said that, trying to draw wool and go. Everybody listen to that radio, that video. I listened to it. The man said that some political rascal. The people who did the damage in Lagos, are they not Yorubas? Are they not rascal? Then he says the whole of Yorubas, as if we are dummies. We went to school and we have certificate that can show. And the school we went, you can say it. The school and university we go. So you can't draw any rule against us. The man spoke in English, and we all listened to it. And then they said the whole of the Yorubas trying to cause. It's unfortunate. That's one of the problems. Oh. People deliberately want to cause disharmony. You know them, you turn a blind eye, and you are now looking for, hey, did somebody want to do a Chinese government? Oh, I'm warning you. Lazy people, inefficient people.
Well,
people should be ashamed to say they are in office. The whole of the DSS are condemnable.
Chief.
They are one of those doing damage to this country.
Chief.
Without doing their job with
Thank you, Chief.
Without any fear or favor.
Well, Chief Ayo Adebanjo. Chief, I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me, sir. We have expended our time. It is always great to have these discussions with you. It's a pleasure to speak with you this afternoon. Thank you for joining us, and happy early birthday, as you told us that your birthday is in April. Hopefully we will speak to you before then. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.